Good afternoon. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on my part series, Understanding Black Music History, Part 322 and Part 323. Talk about what took place on February 17th, and today's February 18th. Let's get into it. February 17th, Part 322, then Part 323 for February 18th. February 17th, 1962, number one song in R&B was Duke of Earl, Jean Challenge, the Duke's. February 17, 1958, the Drifters, Silhouettes, and the Dubs appeared at Houston's Municipal Auditorium for their Teenage Record Hop. February 17, 1958, Little Richard's Good Golly Miss Molly charted, reaching number 10 pop, number 4 R&B. It was Richard's 14th and last R&B top 10 smash. And Richard's piano introduction was inspired by the Jackie Benson's 1951 R&B hit Rocket 88, which many historians consider the first rock and roll record. 1958, February 17th, the Monotones' classic rocker Book of Love was released. (1958), February 17th, Chuck Berry's Sweet Little 16 made the charts on its way to number 2 pop. 1961, Brooke Benton, February 17th, headlined at the Apollo Theater in New York City. Aretha Franklin, newcomer to R&B, was the opening act. February 17, 1962, The Platters charted with its magic, reaching only 91 pop, while becoming the last of 35 hits on the top 100 while with Mercury Records. At the same time, the group toured Poland, becoming the first American vocal group to perform behind the Iron Curtain without a government subsidy. Nate Nelson, former lead of the Flamingos, also joined the group, who stated they would not perform in Atlanta, Georgia until audiences became segregated. 1973, February 17th, the Jackson 5 charted in England with Dr. My Eyes, reaching number 9. The song was a cover of the Jackson 5 hit, but it was never issued in America. 1980, February 17th, Muddy Waters won 6 Grammy in 9 years. All were in the same category, Best Ethnic and Traditional Recording. Finally, 1990, February 17th, actress, singer, rapper Queen Latifah made her chart debut with Ladies First, reaching number 64 R&B. In 1998, she would manage to hit charts 15 times, though she was spending more time acting in films than recording. That close look at that. That was part 322 of Understanding Black Music History. Now it's part 323 of Understanding Black Music History. Today is February 18th. The number one R&B song in 1956 was The Platters' The Great Pretender. February 18th, 1942, the Mills Brothers recorded what would become their biggest hit, Paper Doll, released in May. It took 14 months to reach number 1, but when it did, the single stayed there for 12 weeks, selling 6 million copies. February 18, 1950, the Joe Liggins and his Honey Drippers charted with Rag Mop, reaching number 4 R&B. It was their 11th and 14 hits from 1945 to 1951. Their first hit, The Honey Dripper, is the longest number 1 all-time R&B hit, having spent 18 weeks on the top of the charts. Next, February 18, 1950, singer-songwriter pianist Nellie Lutcher charted For You, My Love, reaching number 8 R&B, the last of the songstress' 11 hits. The song was a duet with Nat King Cole. February 18, 1956, Romancers I Still Remember and the Jayhawks Counting My Teardrops were released. The Romancers' lead was young Bobby Freeman, later of Do You Wanna Dance fame. The Jayhawks went on to become the Vibrations. 1956, February 18th, Frankie Lyman, the Teenagers' first single, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, hit the charts, reaching number 6 pop, number 1 5 weeks R&B. The quintet had it at various times, called themselves the Premiers, the Earth Angels, the Coupe de Villes, and the Ermines before becoming the Teenagers. 1956, the Flamingos, on February 18th, 1956, the Flamingos, probably the finest vocal group of all time, made their chart debut with I'll Be Home, reaching number 5 R&B. They began recording in 1953, and though they had only 11 pop hits and 9 R&B charts through 1970, many of his music historians believe their harmony and vocal style were without peer. February 18th, 1984, Cameo hit the charts for the 21st time in 7 years with what would become their biggest hit, Street Strange, #1 R&B for 4 weeks. 2001, February 18th, Ed Wells, baritone songwriter for the Six Teens, passed away. Wells performed the Six Sextet singing group in Los Angeles, combining 3 teen girls and 3 teen boys from 2 Catholic schools, and wrote their first hit, A Casual Look. So that's the end for part 322, part 323, February 17th, February 18th. This is where it's at, man. That's where it counts as far as look at Black music history, February 17th, February 18th. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Do a video of this magnitude tomorrow. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Until then, talk to you soon.